Hey, come on. What's happening, man?
All right, y'all ready?
Let's go.
Welcome to the Nosebleeds podcast, season 2 in this joint. I got a bunch of guests with me today. We starting out this season 2 talking about nothing but football. I got the upper left. I got my big bro, Derek Tillman's in the house. You know what I'm saying? I got on the bottom left, I got my other big bro, his big bro, Julia Tillman in the house. Then I got another big bro under me. That's Jamal Richardson. What's good? What's good, fellas?
What's up, bro?
Good, man. Good.
All good, bro.
Man, I want to thank y'all.
Glad we got football back.
I am glad too, bro.
So glad.
I want to thank each and every one of y'all for accepting this invite to come to have this open forum to talk to me about some sports, about football in particular. And as y'all can see, you know, if y'all ever had to wonder. Y'all ever had to wonder who we was rocking with? I mean, we ain't gotta wonder no more. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no question.
Right here, baby. You know what I'm talking about?
No doubt.
But we're gonna talk about every football team and all the football teams that comes up. And I think we got some good topics today and some good questions that I want to ask the panel about what we seen in week 1. So we about to get into it. Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Bet. So, all right. I've been really sitting with this all day. After watching the Packers game yesterday, I was particularly kind of mad. The reason why, because Aaron Rodgers is one of my starting quarterbacks on my fantasy, and that kind of burned me up.
Yeah, he
However,
stunk it up.
He stunk it up is a nice thing to say, but
Yeah.
the way he played, and I was watching some plays, it felt like he took off a lot of plays. And so there's a collective notion that he's tanking or he's doing it on purpose to get Gunther Kuntz and GM, all the higher ups. He's trying to get them out of there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's very true, but they make a great argument about it. So my question is, do y'all really think Aaron Rodgers is tanking to get them out of here, or do you think he just had a bad game?
Bro,
Yep.
me personally, I think he's tanking. I feel like he set it up to where he's leaving at the end of the season regardless. Like, he's gone. So this is his way of giving them the double bird on the way out the door. He done already grew his ponytail. He got his California look. So I feel like at this point, it's just like, what can I do to make them look as bad as possible? And then he gonna get them out the playoffs, and then he gonna turn back into Aaron Rodgers. But I mean, I could be completely wrong, but looking at that Sunday, like,
I mean,
I would like to think that he, being the veteran that he is, that he would have a little more integrity for the game than to do that.
Right.
But
petty veteran.
like I say, if it walk like a duck, quack like a duck,
flag.
it do kind of look like he was throwing the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fine line between like having a bad game and then like what the stuff he was doing, and like when you know the caliber of player that he is.
And his character, his characteristics with how he played, that wasn't even like him at all.
Not at all.
Right, exactly. So I don't know. They may be on to something.
And he was pretty shady and nonchalant in his after game comments.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like he didn't care.
He didn't care.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know.
But to his defense, he's always like that. Because even that year, when I forgot they lost like 2 games in a row, and he spelled out relax. He's always been like that.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I kind of disagree with Jamal is because he's gonna be leaving, but he still got 2 years on his contract, so he ain't leaving no time soon if they don't want him to be. You don't want him to.
Yeah.
I thought it was in his clause that he can leave at the end of the season.
Let me see, because right now it's saying that 2020. That might be it.
Because I thought he only came back to play for 1 season, and then that had to be if they guaranteed him to be able to be traded or to leave next season. but maybe it is the next year.
I think
It's one of the two.
I think it's 2023 season. Yeah, the 2023 will void. The Packers will agree if they franchise him. If they franchise him, 2023 is out. So they have one opportunity to franchise tag him if he wants to leave. But if they do that, the next year they can't do that at all.
So he's still stuck with him one more season.
At least
regardless.
one more season. Unless
he's done.
He might be, because he might. He might.
And then on top of it, I mean, I feel like with them going to draft Jordan Love, they kind of done with him too.
Yeah.
Like they gotta have like something else in their future, because Aaron Rodgers, he's nowhere near done. Like he has a lot left in the tank.
No, I mean,
and for
Tom
them,
Brady can do it.
for them to jump up and draft him, to him, he feel like that was disrespectful.
Yeah,
so I feel like this is his way of being like, cool, gotcha. Watch this.
And it might be, and that might be that franchise. That's their way of doing things. Because when you think back, they did the same thing with him replacing Favre. You know, so it was.
And that's the first thing I thought of when Love got drafted. It's the same thing Aaron Rodgers went through with
the same
Brett.
thing.
Yeah,
but also I
Brett,
think another. I don't mean to cut you off, Derek, but another factor I think he's thinking about too. Devontae Adams is also not re-signing right now. He's not signing that extension.
So he's going where he goes.
So it's like
he ain't got nobody left after him
at all. And Randall Cobb,
not that he value. I mean,
Randall Cobb is great.
You know,
he's a great asset, but Randall Cobb,
he's old.
He on his way out too.
He's on his way out.
I got mad respect for Randall.
Yeah, they're probably about a season away from a rebuild. I think. You know, it might. You know, I think that they'll hang around a little bit, but they're about.
So with that being said, what is what's his name? What does his contract look like? The running back, Aaron Jones.
I think Aaron Jones just signed. He just signed.
Yeah, he just signed his contract.
Oh, okay.
I think he.
I'm about to say, because he's gonna want to leave too if all other.
Yeah, he just got his money like a year or two ago.
Okay. I think it was last year actually, or this summer. I can double check.
There you go.
To make
sure.
So
he kind of stuck.
He's in contract.
He out of there. That was this year. That was March 17th this year.
Oh, so he just signed up.
He signed a 4-year deal actually.
Oh, there you go.
So
he's in there.
Well, he just started a rebuild.
He's gonna be retiring a Green Bay Packer. Because y'all know running backs don't really hold no value after a certain amount of time. So
5 to 8 years, man.
and
if that,
because you see Todd Gurley ain't got no contract. He's still a free agent. Le'Veon Bell just got signed with the Ravens due to the Ravens running backs. And Latavius Murray got dropped and signed to the Ravens. Like,
they get a lot of wear and tear, man.
Devontae Freeman, same thing.
Everybody kind of hit that same thing, man.
And Adrian Peterson, I love Adrian Peterson. I grew up on AP.
Yeah.
AP, hang it up, dog.
Yeah, he hanging on, man. He hanging on for dear life. Bro.
You know what? AP saying Frank Gore could do it, I can too.
Yeah, that is true.
Frank Gore done been around a minute, bro.
And he's still playing.
He's still playing. Who is he on?
I forgot what team it was, but
he's not San Francisco anymore.
He was in preseason.
Yes.
He actually had a couple of good runs. Jets. That's what it is. Yep.
Yeah, Frank Gore still
38 years old.
He's been able to take care of his body, and really, now, I mean, thinking about it, I don't think he's had any major.
I think he only had one injury.
Yeah.
I mean, for AP to come back from the injury that he had, I mean, he take care of himself pretty well too. So, I mean, like you said, I guess you're as young as you feel. So if you still feel like playing, you know.
Yeah, I don't mind him playing. I just don't see a situation or a team that would benefit him, because right now we're in a pass first league.
Right.
Yeah. All these
that's why he's able to play though.
It's changing. Yeah,
that's true too.
All he's doing is blocking.
But can he block? Is the thing. Can he
stand there?
Can he sustain the block? And I think that's the difference, you know. But we'll see if AP get another chance. But I right now I don't see it happening anytime soon. I do think he is a Hall of Famer. Whenever that
absolutely.
happens, I wish he would have got a ring because he's like the Charles Barkley of
Yeah,
NFL,
right.
just like Barry Sanders and all them. They didn't really get a ring or was able to get a ring. And I'm gonna have another question for that in a second.
Man, I feel say we can go somewhere with that.
I'm about to go somewhere with that real quick.
There's a
though,
few
but-
people. Yeah.
But also, hopefully everything. If AP, if you're listening to this, we love you, man. But if they ain't hiring you, bro, just enjoy your family, dog.
Right. Don't even put yourself through that no more.
Nah, man, just stay out.
Hey,
I have another question. When I said Barry Sanders, a team popped up in my mind. Detroit Lions. Okay,
absolutely.
they have a stigma of players being there and not being able to succeed.
Never win.
They never win. Started with Barry, and he just retired. But that was,
Yep.
and everybody thought that was just the only time, or just that was a one-off, right?
Calvin Johnson. Yeah.
Right.
Calvin Johnson just said,
He just went into the Hall of Fame at what, 35?
At 30,
Just this year.
like dog, like
Just this
he
year.
still had a whole. Calvin
That's
Johnson
a lot in him.
is arguably one of the top 5 receivers of ever in history, right?
Yeah.
And then this is what put the icing on the cake for me. Matt Stafford went to LA, and that man was
going
making
to
that defense
explode.
look like they were children.
Mhm.
Yeah, he made him look bad.
And the thing is, Goff is a great quarterback, and he played a great game with Detroit yesterday. But there is something about Detroit to where they can always have a great game and be competitive, but they can never go past
Never get the job done. Yeah.
So what do y'all think the problem is? Because it's not
Man.
coaching. They done fired coaches. It's not the players. Is it the owner and the GM? Like, what do y'all think?
They got that curl that just won't quite curl over.
Girl ain't quite right.
Man, it's just like, I don't know, man. It's like they always missing one piece to really get them over the ledge. So man, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's the last place I would want to go if
Right.
Yeah, it's like they've turned into like the Raiders, man. That's like where the Raiders is the team that everybody, the players go to die, they say. So, yeah, man, because, I mean, when you think about it, Emmett, I love Emmett, but if Barry would have stayed in the league, Emmett wouldn't have had, Barry would have had that record
long
almost
before
2 times over, yeah. So, you know, he just, I don't know, man. It's when you think about it, man. It's like what is plaguing them to where they're so bad. And
I'm just waiting for the 30 for 30 doc to come out about the
right.
Detroit Lions.
Something behind the scenes.
Something is not right, man. Like it is, and the thing is, when you look on paper of like the teams with the Matt Stafford and the Calvin Johnson, they had a great defense as well. Their defense was actually pretty good. They had Darius Slay at one point, and Darius Slay was coveted as one of the top cornerbacks in the league.
Yeah.
But yet y'all cannot do anything with it. Matt Stafford scared me every single time we played him because he was going out for 400.
Bro, every time
he played.
Like
especially
but
here.
Always lost.
Especially in our stadium. Oh
literally.
my God.
Yeah.
But he will always lose. And I was like, what is it though? I don't get it. I really don't.
Bro, I just typed it in. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm about to say, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Matt Stafford the only quarterback that pulled off the what was the sneak where he, you remember when they were in that goal line situation against us? He snapped the ball and he acted like he was finna.
Oh yeah.
And he popped.
Yeah.
Get us for a touchdown.
Yeah.
He acted like he was trying to clock the ball.
Oh, that was
Big Ben tried to do that
too.
to us too.
No,
Yeah.
Big Ben.
No, he did.
Big
do
Ben
it.
did
I know
that to
Matt
us.
did it.
He did it to us. He hit. That's when they still had AB.
Yeah.
Big Ben
He
successfully
still
did
won
it to
that
us.
game, but yeah, he did it. That was Dak's rookie season. I
Yeah,
think.
that was his rookie season.
Yeah,
that was
okay.
his rookie season.
Dak and Zeke rookie season.
Because Dez Bryant was still with us.
Yeah, we played. We were there in Pittsburgh. I remember that play.
And you said I think he did. He attempted and succeeded.
That's that game they kept going for 2-point conversions.
Yeah.
And we kept stopping.
Yep.
Kept stopping. Yep.
Yeah.
What were you about to say, Jamal?
Oh, I was just saying, as you started to talk about it, I typed it into Google and it pulled up Detroit Lions ownership still the biggest problem. And bro, like, I hate to say it, but it kind of make me think about my team. Like, bro, that's what's in our way. Like, that's the reason why we not winning is because our ownership is constantly making mistakes, or ownership GM combo, whatever you want to call them, is constantly doing stuff, unfootball related things that's destroying the team, man. And
it's like, I'm sure that's like Detroit going on there. Yeah, it's like they never got all the right pieces at the right time. They got bits and pieces here and there, and I think that's really GM driven, where you got to be able to put that talent together.
The difference though between us and Detroit, I think we got a curse.
Bro, but we can say that about them too though.
But I'm trying to figure out what caused their curse though.
Oh,
I know what caused our curse.
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out what caused the Lions curse, because the thing is, our curse
was
old lady. How we did.
The little old lady that owned them.
Yeah,
Jimmy Johnson. But I'm trying to figure out. I know what it is. The Lions, the owner, she was a slave owner. I know what it was. Yeah.
See?
You might be right.
Man, I think our biggest issue is Jerry wanting to have his hands on everything, man.
Yeah,
I think
always been the issue.
I think that's an issue too. I also think Jerry likes to control the narrative too much.
Exactly.
Right.
He's always in the lights, like literally. He's always in the lights.
Right in the light.
Right in front of the cameras.
You don't have to be bigger than your team. That's what your team is supposed to do. You know, that's your team. But even when Jerry was able to come down on the field, he would be on the field. Yeah. Like, Jerry, what are you doing?
See, I think that's the difference. So, to Jerry, it's a brand. Yeah. It's not just a team. Yeah. Like, it's a brand. Like, it's a whole brand. Yeah. Like, he's built
whole business.
a gigantic business that's gonna make money whether they win or lose.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's his thing.
I feel like that's what hurts us as a team, because we don't have to win for him to still make money.
That is true.
It's been shown.
He wants it to always be a brand, but beyond anything, and this is his ego, he wants you to know he the face of the brand.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's what he said a lot. I put this together.
And to be honest, he built a large brand. That thing is
nobody can talk about his business
as a
business savvy.
The Cowboys is the best business there is.
And that's true.
That's an NFL team.
Because I think they're worth about, if they're not worth $6 billion yet. I know the last I looked, it was like $4.5 billion.
No, it's 6.4
so
billion.
Up.
Yeah, I was saying because it went up after they built their stadium.
I had looked at the stadium,
and now that they added the Star too. It went up after they added the Star. So it's like $6 or $7 billion.
Yeah, and because the ranking just came out, I think like 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, and Dallas has consistently been first every time. I think it's Dallas. I think it's Dallas, Yankees,
and then
Liverpool, and then on down. There. Also, what I realized, every team in the NFC East is in the top 10.
Oh yeah,
brand. Washington is like 6, Philly is like 9th, and Giants is like I think 5th of something around there.
They're up there.
They're like the Giants 3rd,
It's something like that.
Patriots are up there as well.
The Patriots number 2, the Giants 3rd, Washington number 5.
Yeah, and I was like, dog, okay, I see, but it's just, I don't know. We're gonna talk about the Cowboys later. We make our own bold predictions later on, but we got some other stuff to talk about right now. All right, this is what interests me. Kyler Murray looked like a beast yesterday, and
Yeah, man.
It made me pose a question to you guys. Do y'all think the Cardinals are greenlit this year? Are they the team to beat in the NFC? In the NFC. And also, a twofold question: do y'all think the Titans were a fluke last year? Because the Titans was in the AFC Championship last year, but then they came out and looked bad. But also, Cardinals defense, Chandler Jones
really look better.
Chandler Jones,
Chandler Jones been a beast.
Killing.
Mm-hmm.
He been a beast. Yes,
he been a beast.
But
yesterday,
yesterday,
underrated.
He was on a different level.
Yeah.
5 sacks, dude. Then you got JJ Watt on the other side of that. So my question is Arizona the team to be in NFC East? In the NFC this year? And also, do y'all think the Titans was that a fluke year last year, or do you think because it's just early? It's Overreaction Monday.
It's early. Right.
Yeah, do y'all think it's gonna be, or do you think they're gonna get on a roll, or do you think they're gonna go on this path of trying to rebuild again?
I think they're definitely gonna be the team to beat in the West.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the entire NFC, I don't know. I think that's still to be determined. But yeah, Kyler Murray, man, he's just that he proved that he's the threat that we thought he was.
Yes,
because he's
absolutely.
Small, he's shifty and
he ain't scared.
Yeah, man, he's just like a playing Madden, bro. He just
Literally.
you can he can, he's short, but it works to his advantages. It reminds you of Russell Wilson.
Faster
Russell Wilson. So I'll say they're the team to beat in the West, but not the whole. I'm not ready to say the whole.
You're not sold on the NFC. Gotcha.
And as far as the Titans go, I think they just had I don't know. It's still too early to say.
It is.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
Just with one game in. But they seemed like last year seemed to be their best opportunity to make it happen.
Gotcha.
They had that momentum. They got on that good run in the postseason, and so they just couldn't finish it. But I think that's still yet to be told too.
Gotcha.
I think if we were judging solely off week 1 performance, you have to say that Arizona is going to be in the mix just based on what they did yesterday. Regardless of how good or bad Tennessee played, they still showed some stuff yesterday that they weren't doing last year, offensively and defensively. So you got to put them in the talk right now. Like I say, just based off week 1, they're gonna be a problem more than likely. Definitely one of the leaders in the West. I would say NFC West.
Yeah.
Bro, man, I think so. Like 100%. Like they got too many things going for them. Like from their defense, like you got Chandler Jones, you got JJ, you got Buda Baker. Like bro, they too loaded. They too loaded, and they gonna play like JJ. Besides JJ, he like the only thing that's been added. Other than that, they was already playing together.
They were.
So this defense done in jail, and then like Kyler, I heard on the radio that he was really hurt last year.
Yeah.
So he played hurt last year when they was able to get the results they got then. So with him being healthy, and then having D-Hops and Christian Kirk and it's unstoppable.
Right. And the line is great.
Like, bro, and you can't get to him. Like, that's the problem. You can't find him, first off.
You can't find him.
And then you can't find him. And he got 2 receivers that's definitely beating your DBs back here. Like, one of them is definitely going to burn somebody.
Absolutely.
So, like, what do you do against that?
Right. It's. I don't think it's really a lot you can do with it. Because I seen a play, man. The play was broken. All his receivers were covered. And he had people
took off.
This man,
what do you do?
He took off and still threw the ball.
Exactly.
And found a receiver.
What do you do?
I said, whoever is number 98 playing for the Titans, I feel bad for that man because he's gonna be on a poster.
And bro, the thing is, and then they still got running backs.
Yeah, and that's
the part that it's like he's doing this, and they still have like Edmonds is not he's not a pushover at all. Like, he's still, so bro, I feel like between them And I mean, that makes it hard for the Cowboys, of course, but between them and the Rams,
it's gonna be tough.
Those are gonna be the teams to beat in
they
that
got
season.
everything.
Yeah. So
yeah.
And what do y'all think about Titans?
The Titans.
And Jamal.
Bro, I really feel like they still, I mean, I feel like what they were last year, they still are.
Mhm.
It's just, it's hard. It was hard for them to get anything going. Like they could never get a flow going. They could never get a good drive going. Everything was just busted.
Yeah.
Every time they would get something going, Chandler Jones was getting a sack.
He was.
Or he was causing a fumble. And it was like, man, they couldn't never get in the groove.
Mhm.
So like Henry, he couldn't never, I just feel like they couldn't get going.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I feel like with them being in the AFC, they gonna still be able to find their way, back
Absolutely.
into that. Yeah.
And I think so too. I think and you got some of the linemen on the Titans team that are coming back from injuries,
Right.
like Taylor
Exactly.
Lewan.
Yep.
He this is his first game back, and I think since week 8, I believe, last season. And so, and he even went on Twitter, was like, "Yo, I did bad.
I got destroyed.
Yeah.
I got destroyed.
Yeah.
He the one that told the
Whooped my
truth.
behind." He said, "I'm sorry to
he
hear
said,
about
he
it,
said
but
he exposed him. He got
he exposed him." He said, "I'm coming back." He didn't even use his injury as an excuse.
No.
He's like, I got. Hey, I mean, I just gotta get better. But I honestly think that Titans have so many weapons. Now on the defensive side, they're still kind of
They got some
suspect.
Mm-hmm.
But on the offensive side, because what a lot of people say defensive win championships. Yes, that is correct. Also, though, if you score a lot of times, it don't matter what defense do, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And I think they do have the
points
weapons. You got to put points up. And I think they do have the weapons with A.J. Brown, a monster. Julio is still Julio.
Julio is still Julio.
And the thing is, you can't double both of them.
You got
And then
Rodgers.
if you do that,
Yep.
you still got Derrick Henry stiff arm.
Bro, I was gonna say King Henry gonna break out soon.
He gonna
Right.
break.
He's gonna
It's
have
coming.
good. He's gonna have.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I just think it was a bad day.
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. I think they'll
Um,
definitely go back to the drawing
they'll be back.
board, figure it out, and they'll bounce back. So I wouldn't count them out.
No, not at all.
I honestly feel like the game plan they used yesterday against Arizona would work against whoever they play next week.
It would.
It
It
would
just
work against them.
because everybody ain't got a Chandler Jones.
Yeah, it just
Right.
didn't work. And I mean, I feel like that goes with sports though. Like every week is a different week,
Yeah, it
this
is.
week is not this week. So they may play, those two teams can play next week and it may be a completely different thing.
Different thing. Yep.
It's
That
just,
is
I
correct.
mean, everything was working for Arizona. And man, I gotta say, when it's working,
it's
Right.
working.
It's
working.
working.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Man.
working. But I'm gonna tell you who wasn't working. Atlanta.
No.
Oh man.
but what's new?
Yeah.
Atlanta came out like they meant business when they
Right.
started
They
that
came out in
drive.
a hurry up. They came out in a hurry up, and I thought
And
they
after
were
that,
about to get rid.
after that first drive, they were done.
Here up to lose.
It's like they threw everything at them that they had in their first drive,
And it was like,
After
what?
that,
That didn't
it
work.
was like,
Yeah, you made it.
Yeah, it was
Like,
like no go.
yeah.
What
They
else should
were-
we
they
do?
were- Yeah.
Dan Quinn, where you at?
Right. Hey,
But-
appreciate y'all. We
I
take it.
was
They
just
threw-
like,
they threw
what is
everything they had
happening? And congratulations to Philadelphia. And
Right.
granted, anybody that's a fan that are my friends, I still don't like y'all.
Right.
However, I'm going to congratulate.
I'm not.
Good. I would say good.
I'm
Good.
defending.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
As
not.
long as it
sold
ain't
on
against my
Philly.
team.
like, I mean,
Yeah.
No.
if you count this as a good win against Atlanta, okay,
Atlanta.
It was a good
Have
tune-up
it.
game for them. I just,
Yeah.
it was a preseason
I'll
game.
say it.
honestly.
I'll be the first to say it. I'll go on record. I'm not sold on Philly. I mean, they got a good defensive front,
Yeah,
but I don't think they're just a force to be.
Yeah, I think they just fell up against a team that just wasn't ready. Atlanta just
didn't
look
have
ready.
it together. Yeah.
yeah.
So
and
we'll see. Time will tell what Philly really is about.
questions are: Is Atlanta that bad, anymore. Is Philly that good? And I don't want to discredit Philly because Hurts looked good.
Yeah, he did.
Hurts actually, and Hurts looked good. Devontae Smith looked good. Rager it started off slow, but he ended up getting his Dallas Goedert, of course. Dallas is Dallas.
Miles Sanders looked good.
Miles Sanders. Oh, and Gainwell, the number 14, the running back. Gainwell was nice too. They still have secondary problems that they need to work on. But I'm not sold on them being contenders yet.
Not yeah. I gotta see him. I gotta see him face a real strong test before I'm really willing to say that, because I think that defensive front can be contained with the right offensive line.
Yeah.
And when you look at Atlanta's offensive line yesterday, I mean, it just I don't know how many times Matt touched the turf, man, but it was bad, man. They couldn't hold a block to save their life, man. So, and
I'm curious of why they don't still have Todd Gurley or try to get Devontae Freeman back. Cordell Patterson, I like him. And I don't know the other kid, but that ain't gonna work. Cordell Patterson is of course I like him. He does everything. He running back, wide receiver, all that good jazz, but he's not a true running back, man. And
Mike Davis, that's what they have.
Mike Davis
from Carolina.
I don't think that's conducive of what y'all trying to do as a team. Yeah. So why not try to go get Todd Gurley back, or try to get somebody that can actually run the rock and actually be a load carrier? Because first off, y'all don't have no more wide receivers. I like Ridley, but he's not to me.
He's not a true number one option.
He's not a true number one option.
No.
Kyle Pitts looked good in spurts, but you also have to keep Matt Ryan upright and clean for Kyle Pitts to really
he can't
go
get
off.
the ball downfield, right?
Yeah,
he can't. So, but I would like to say that I think Atlanta is just that bad. I don't want to crown. I don't want to crown Philly yet. Although congratulations to everybody that's a Philly fan. Y'all have a quarterback. Congratulations.
Right.
But can you consistently do that every game and
see.
Be good?
So, because they always seem to know how to mess it up. So,
and y'all hear first. Hear it here first. I got Derek Jr. and Jamal as my witness. If Philadelphia wins the NFC East, I'll come on here and congratulate every single Philly fan. I'll even have. That episode you didn't. The episode not gonna air, but
right.
But no, I again, Hurts looked good. The running game looked good. Actually their O-line kind of looked solid too. Defense just came. Their defense went against a sucky team. So I think, but I want them to ride their high horse,
bro.
I want them to, because when I don't want no excuses.
When it comes crashing down,
it's coming down.
I want none of that. But
I must say I ain't sold at all. Like, I think it was all just Atlanta. That was it.
Yeah,
I mean,
they played
if you look at what they were able to do against Atlanta, like bro, you should have put up 100. Like, they did what they're supposed to do. They only had 3 sacks. I feel like they was in the backfield every play.
You
only had 3 sacks.
Exactly.
Like, you supposed to have a high caliber defensive line. They should have had. Aaron Donald almost had. I seen him touch. I seen him touch that man yesterday at least 5 times. At least 5 times.
I don't know how Andy Dalton was getting out of them joints.
Every time. He didn't either. He was losing his mind. You can tell he was losing it. Like, what is he doing?
You know what I don't like? I'm glad you brought that up, because something crossed my mind earlier. I don't like them teasing us with Justin Fields. Bro, I don't like that.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey,
put that man in.
Though.
It would have done me some good because he's on my roster.
I went and picked him up on my fantasy team because it's coming.
But he got a TD though.
I didn't play him yet though.
Yeah, I picked him up.
I think they wanna start him, but
I think they're just trying to be.
I think they're trying to be respectful to Andy. on the front of him being who he is and him being a veteran. But I think at the same time, they letting him play it out to see how much he gonna mess it up, so they have a reason to make the switch too.
Yeah. So, but then he ain't getting paid that much though. So don't chuck him on the bench.
I think Justin's getting paid more than him, man.
Getting paid more. They paying Justin more than they pay. I think it's an investment thing though, because you don't want to throw your new hot toy out there and then they get messed up. And then
and two of their O-line just went down too, so we got to see what that situation look like as well.
Yeah,
that's true.
I was gonna say I would give them, the first maybe 4 games of the season to see
I said
what he's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, week 5, week 6, we'll probably see
That's
more.
That's pretty much what everybody is predicting, like 4 weeks. As a matter of fact, if you look at the fantasy, it show Andy in there like projected points for like the first 4 weeks, and then it shows 0.
Did it go away?
So everybody expected him to get pulled, pretty soon. But
and they also did the same thing with San Francisco too. They put Trey Lance in.
They put Trey Lance in. And
I'm like, y'all stop doing these rookies like that, man. Just if you're gonna play JG, pay JG. If you're gonna play Andy Dalton, play Andy Dalton. Don't do these rookies like that. Because my thing is, you're gonna have them getting the taste. Because I'm telling y'all what it's gonna do. The fan base already want these players to go ahead and play.
Right. The fan base already want Fields for sure.
Fields and Lance.
San Francisco can make a case because Garoppolo is actually not a bad quarterback. He stayed hurt, but he's actually a pretty good quarterback. They have a situation where they could be like the Saints had Drew and Taysom Hill, where they could have a combo, situation. And I think that's what they kind of gonna do until it turn over.
Bro, I think they try.
Hold on. Okay, real quick, Jim. We don't talk about the Saints right now. We don't want to talk about them.
What he said.
Well, that's what they have. I'm talking about what they had, not what they are right now.
I don't want them to talk about nothing. That's why I didn't even mention them in the Green Bay thing. That's why I just
I feel like them
gonna
playing
leave them out
Jimmy
the conversation.
Is more of a showcase thing. I think they just trying to get a trade pick because they know Trey gonna start. They just trying to make sure they get that draft pick set up. So, when time comes, be like, hey, well, you see what he was able to do. We was able to, lock this. So, I think that's all they're trying to do.
They'll be able to get some value for Garoppolo.
And that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes total sense. But
because Jimmy G's really still a starter.
He is.
Yeah.
He just he can't stay healthy, and he didn't finish the job when they did go to the Super Bowl. But it's neither here nor there. But I don't know. I just don't really like that notion that they're because Junior, what you said earlier with the Drew Brees and the Taysom Hill thing, I see that. But however, I don't see that with these. It's different because, to be honest, Taysom Hill is not your regular quarterback.
No,
he's gimmicky, man. It's a gimmick. Like, to me, every time I was saying that when I was watching that game yesterday, I was like, because he's not consistently in the game, when they bring him in, they're about to do some kind of gimmick play to use him, and they usually figured him out. So
you know what's funny to me? When a trick play is actually just a regular play, that explains a lot to me. Like if you come in and we're expecting a trick play, and then you actually throw just a regular pass, that's a trick play to me. Like, oh, we don't respect you for us to think that you're an actual quarterback. So let's sit down. But that's the difference between Drew Brees and Taysom Hill and Andy Dalton, Justin Fields, JG and Trey Lance. Yeah. Trey Lance and Justin Fields, we know we're going to see them starting.
Right.
Yeah. It's not no gimmick. It's not that they and Justin Fields looked amazing.
Bro, me personally, I think Justin Fields is gonna be in by the time they play the Lions. So that'd be what, week 4? Because that's a division game. So that's a conference. So I feel like they gonna at this point, like what you got to lose? Like,
I hope they do, because I'm ready to put him in my lineup.
If they lose to the Bengals and they lose to the Browns, which is a high possibility,
the Browns look good too, by the way.
Browns lose to the Browns. I think by the Lions, he'll be in.
Yeah, I think so.
That's fair.
I mean, because that play he was in there on, Aaron Donald was in his face, and he stood in the pocket and delivered. So I think he's ready. You know,
and also coming, I don't know if anybody else watched Last Chance U, but Justin Fields came from Last Chance U.
Yes,
yeah,
that's why I seen him.
him.
That's why I seen him
That's
originally.
when I first saw him, and he's
worked his way,
stepped up. Yeah,
worked his way all the way.
At each level, he's gotten better. You know, he's progressed in his game. So, and he got hit real good in that preseason game. I can't remember who it was, but
he got smacked.
They laid a lick on him, man, and that was his welcome to the NFL moment.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be nice. I think he's gonna be really nice.
I think he is too. I think his what really sold him with me is when the whole thing about the Andy Dalton starting over him and things of that nature. Right. His response was like, "I'm ready," and I'm like,
"That's what I'm here for." Yep.
He's like, "Hey y'all, no, I want everybody to be behind Andy Dalton because of X, Y, and Z, blah blah." Because he already know in the back of his head, this is my team. Whenever Andy Dalton leaves,
he already know.
I ain't got to rush into nothing. I'm getting paid to sit on the bench and come in just a little bit. Of course, you know he want to play. You seen him on the bench looking at the tablets, and he was up with his helmet on. You know he want to play.
Really?
At the same time, he just like, let me chill out. It's gonna be my time here soon, and keep going.
Yeah. That's what he should continue to do, I think, because like I said, he's our he. I mean, like, okay, I'm a first round draft pick. I know why I'm here, so he's just there. Right. I think he just got, as long as he continue to soak up the game, learn the offense, that time, and when that time comes, it'll be like a Dak Prescott Romo situation. Not saying that an injury will bring it about, but he'll be able to step in and he'll be deadly. I mean, he'll be real deadly because ain't nobody got no film on him. You know what I'm saying? Other than college, but
they should stop playing. But that also furthers my argument. They should stop playing him with Andy Dalton because then they will have film.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's just how I think it's disrespectful to me, and I think
you're going to pit the
fans against him. Honestly,
I feel like them doing that though is showing that they really just try to get him reps in. To go ahead and just roll him on in there.
Yeah, just trying to get him some of that real game speed.
Right.
And that's,
I mean, there's nothing like preseason is nothing like the real season.
That's true. And that's another thing some people were saying, that because usually you have like the third string running the scout team, but they got Justin Fields doing the scout team.
That's scout.
So against the first defense, I was like, okay, that is an interesting take. So I think they are trying to mold him and groom him into, because a lot of people were trying to figure out why they even announcing that he is the one, the quarterback over the scout team. They were trying to figure this out, and once somebody else was like, that was in the NFL. Well, usually a backup does do the scout team, but it's usually the third string, the practice squad guy. But in this case, it's Justin Fields. So I don't like the way they played him Sunday. However, I do know he will be starting, in my opinion, very soon. We just have to see how soon that really is going to be. But I don't think it will either.
It won't be long. Like I said, I'm giving them week 5, week 6.
I picked them up on my fantasy team.
Thinking before that.
Yeah. It could be before that, especially if they start losing. I'll definitely put them in. So.
Yeah. And we got a rogue dog somewhere.
I know, sorry. That's mine. Doorbell rung and they both lost their mind.
That's all good. So we almost ended to the show, but we can't end the show without, talk about our own boys, you know what I'm saying? And get some thoughts and some early predictions before. And again, we might be overreacting because this is only week 1. However, I just want to say this.
That's something, man.
I just want to say this. Dak is back. He understands me.
He man.
He was looking sharp too.
He checked all the boxes, man. He checked all the boxes. Everything that everybody was worried about, he came in and he silenced all of that.
Surgery where, bro?
Yeah.
So, now I ain't gonna lie. He scared me when he was running. I was like, get out of
do that. I'm like, please don't do that.
Yeah, because when you look back at that injury, he didn't have to take that injury, man. No. He was fighting for those yards.
Yeah,
and that's why I said, if anything, that injury is gonna teach him.
It woke him up.
It woke him up. Teach him how to slide. Get out of there. Get out the way. You don't have. I mean, you got. He's not the average size quarterback. He's got a little bit of size on him, but you don't have to put that to the test.
And he is durable. He's
very.
He's told us he's durable. However, now you got to be smarter.
Right.
You got to just be smarter. If you're gonna take hits, you got to take smart hits. Don't take unnecessary hits this year.
Yeah.
And everybody that's been saying, well, Zeke, he's lost weight for no reason, bro. We went against the number one rush defense last year.
Right.
Nobody has left. Everybody has returned.
Right.
And then we had an article. I forgot who. It was a tweet that y'all sent through the group message that said that about. It says Cowboys offensive coordinator Kellen Moore said they're not going to bang their head against the wall and keep running if there's nothing there. Right. 28 runs were called Thursday night. Dak checked out of 12 of them. And because of the look the Buccaneers gave, the NFL's best run defense last year were showing. If we kept, because the narrative would have been different if we kept doing those runs. If we had did all 28 of those runs, they were like, well, why would they keep calling run plays?
Yeah, Jason Garrett all over.
That's the old. I'm about to say that's exactly what I was about to say. That would have been the old Jason Garrett system.
Yeah,
exactly.
He was stubborn. He wouldn't change that game plan for anything. He wasn't. He was not about any type of adjustments at all. So I respect that, and giving Dak the freedom to be able to that shows you how he stepped up in his
trust,
his reading ability. They trust him. Because the going thing about Dak before was like all he know how to do is recognize the mic, linebacker. But now he can actually come up. Yeah, his IQ has stepped up. He can come and make the right assessment to get it done. I mean, he looked good.
He looked good. He looked sharp.
Yep.
He
looked relaxed
with a lot of
calm.
snap.
Yeah,
and at first glimpse of that throw that was the interception, everybody thought, now Dak, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Then when they replayed it was like,
that was
thread at the needle. Yeah.
You clutch your pearl, like, oh Lord.
Right.
Literally when I say the window,
that's what old boy he was like, that was beautiful actually.
The window was this small and he got it right in. I said
right in between.
And everybody always used to say that was a problem with Dak. He didn't have accuracy. If that wasn't accuracy, I don't know what else was. Now CD
right where it needed to be.
Say the ball was only placed where the person who should have caught it.
Right.
And that was wild to me.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, it was a risky throw, but he put it exactly where it needed to be.
I beg to differ, Derek. I don't think it was a risky throw. I don't think it was
risky.
I gotta step away real quick. My dog just got out the house.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right.
I don't think it was risky because he's throwing the ball with more confidence. And when you confident, the risk is not there. When you confident, you know what you see. And you commit to it. And
it was on time too.
Yeah. I think I said risky because the way the defensive backs were closing in, and it was a couple of them. So
it was like
maybe it was a few of them. But like you said, to your point, he knew where it was going. He knew the timing. He had all of that down. So it still was a great throw.
It was amazing.
And man.
And while we're here, I want to go ahead and give my boy Amari Cooper his flowers. That man played. He played, dog. And when you see, I like watching film of the games. I like watching film, and I like, it's a dude named Vash Lombardi. He's on YouTube. If y'all haven't seen him, go check him out. He always breaking down film and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
I check him out at Law Nation.
I'll check out and Footster King. I'll shout out all of them. But Vash Lombardi, I always break down Amari Cooper, but I went back and seen some footage of Amari Cooper breaking down people. Y'all.
His route tree.
Amari is sick, dog.
Amari's a monster.
Now, I want him to be consistent this year because last year he was a little inconsistent, taking himself out of games and stuff like that. I didn't too much care for that. However, the circumstances are a lot different from last year. Last year was
and I think Yeah, I think he's carrying that chip on his shoulder too from last year.
Right.
Because
Absolutely.
he heard the noise
He heard
and
everything.
what people were saying about him.
He
So
know
I
he
think
still got
now-
to prove that
Yeah.
he is what he say he is. Which he say he
Exactly.
the best receiver in the game. Hey, but like you say, you still got to go out and show people that that's what you do. So
Yeah.
And I think
I'm
he got
excited to see
137 yards, I think, and 2 TDs.
Yup.
yeah,
I'm excited to see Amari, but with Gallup going down, I'm kind of happy to see Wilson come up too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
His like the things he's able to do, he seems like he may have a nice set of skills, nice set of skills that we can use down the line.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know whose spot he would take though. Eventually.
He'll eventually. Well, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I love Gallup and I want him to stay a Cowboy, but I think this is his last season with us.
I feel the same way.
And I hope he go off and go off wherever he goes because he's a great wide receiver. And it was weird to me that we didn't have one. Michael Gallup was hardly on Hard Knocks camera.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
At
he
all.
wasn't really a part.
He wasn't that part. He wasn't a part of it. Of
he
course,
wasn't on it.
now if he was walking across the screen, you know what I'm saying, and still talking to him. The only thing I like is that he was still talking to his teammates. You can see that. You can vividly see that.
Right.
But you never really got him. And I was like, something was weird about that to me.
But then I feel like his name came up multiple times, like when we talked about trades. When they talked about players that the Cowboys had, that they could use as a trade piece.
Yeah.
It's always Gallup.
But see, I don't want to trade Gallup.
Me neither.
I don't want to
If
trade
Gallup
him, but I don't
leave,
think we're
he
gonna
gotta
have a
leave
choice.
himself.
But we don't have,
Yeah.
and that's the issue. I think
We
it
won't
came
have a
down
choice.
to, I think at this point it's kind of Amari or Gallup. And we're not going to be able to pay them
It's
both.
not gonna, we just paid Amari.
Yeah,
He's
and I'm
not
going to take
going
Amari.
nowhere.
I'm going to take Amari every day, bro.
And if CD shows up this year and actually puts
And
on
that
the
CD
type of
contract
game,
gonna be up.
they're gonna have
We
to
don't need
extend
it.
CD, which means it's not gonna be room for Gallup.
Actually,
And he would be.
I don't think we have to worry about contract.
CD got some years, yeah.
Because
We don't have to worry about it, but they gonna have to start thinking about it.
But
you know?
but trade wise, who would I trade first? Because I still got money on Mari and CD as a rookie. It would have to be Gallup. However, I don't think Gallup is going to sign a contract because I don't think they're going to give him Amari's money. To be totally honest,
Right, they won't. Yeah, he's.
Nah.
I mean, this was his season to try to prove that he's a $13 million receiver. But I just don't. I mean, I think it would benefit him if we actually were able to. It could benefit both the Cowboys and him because he's at a point where we could get some good value for him still, and he could still have an opportunity to get with a franchise that can really kind of step up and really move toward that number one spot.
I don't see him getting that right off the bat though. At this point now, I mean, he in a situation now where wherever he goes, he's gonna be. It's gonna be a short-term deal where people gonna see. Okay, what are you worth? So I mean, he might go somewhere and get 9 or 10 million or whatever for 1 year or 2 years or something like that. But I don't think he's gonna get that big contract until he actually goes somewhere else and show.
Yeah.
I think it depends because he kind of like when Amari got hurt, like he was our number one.
He was.
And we relied a ton on Gallup.
We did.
And I feel like that season alone kind of showed he may be able to do
I
it.
agree with
So
that.
I feel like a team like Chicago, because I don't know, for some reason I can see him going to Chicago. Chicago will pay him that big receiver money to get him to come there now.
To be on the side with Allen Robinson too, bro. That would be a
with Gallup on one side, and I mean, and then with Justin Fields coming, I can see it being a team that has a quarterback that they know, hey, we got to get him weapons. We got to get him as many weapons.
Another team would be Detroit.
Detroit.
You don't want to go to Detroit.
No, granted, he don't want to go to contract, but they would give him money.
They would.
The Colts would give him money.
Yeah, he definitely can go to a franchise and get
He'll have some
number one receiver money, especially like I said now while he still has, that value and he's still young. So it could definitely happen.
Yeah.
He could be in a lot better situation. So I'm not saying that our system is bad for him, but
it's not bad.
I don't think our system is designed for him to be that go-to guy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I beg to differ though. I beg to differ. The reason why is because he had 3 toe taps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So-
yeah.
Gallup's
And-
beast.
He can
And-
shine in our system.
With the
And
toe
he's
tap,
a
monster.
deep threat too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a type of he's honestly
He's consistent.
he
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
and he's
But
more
the thing-
he's more on par with Dez Bryant too with the high point of the ball as well.
Yes.
Right. I think what I mean is he can shine in our system, but I think it's just like other superstars on the team
Usage rate
that
I got you.
overshadows
The
him.
usage.
So,
I don't think he's gonna get
yeah.
the targets he needs to
He
really
won't
put
have
enough
reps,
on
yeah.
him.
It's not gonna happen
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I just feel like Gallup can be that guy for a team.
He
Like,
can.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
can. He could be
And
the
I
go-to
mean,
guy.
I feel like the NFL now is not really like NFL was back then. Like we don't just have 1 or 2 main receivers. It's not just T.O.
Right.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Ocho Cinco. Bro, it's like third string receivers out here getting paid
Yeah.
big bucks.
Bread.
You know,
Yeah.
That's the way
So,
the league has changed. Everything
all-
is
it's a passing
pass,
league.
pass. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
passing. So
Yeah.
if you can show you catch and you can stay in bounds, I want you.
And
You
be
know,
consistent about
and
it.
consistently do this. I want
That's
you.
the only thing I don't like about CD right now. Last year he was 4th in drops.
Bro,
he done
yeah.
dropped 3 balls.
Bro, he
Right.
dropped
Thursday.
9
Yeah.
balls Thursday night.
Thursday.
9 passes, bro.
And I'm
Yeah, he
like,
gonna need to get some stickum on them hands.
like,
But I
gotta
think
be-
he got the
I think it
right
was
kind of
nerves.
dog in him to
Yeah,
where
yeah,
he
yeah.
gonna look at
Because he
that
started
and-
catching it. He
Yeah.
started going. He changed everything
In big
and went out the
moments.
door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I was
I
saying
think
that I feel like they use
Go
him
ahead.
more in times, depending on what we running. Like in the past game, they use Pollard. I
Yeah.
feel like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like he gives us a good 1-2 punch.
yeah, but
Absolutely.
Zeke be
Zeke
back
come
there
in with the
blocking.
pound.
though.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't trust. Although TP is a good running back and second option, but
He
I
don't
don't know
have
if he
that-
can pick up
that-
that blitz like
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like
like
Zeke
Zeke,
do.
nah, he can't. though.
Right.
Zeke
I
was
don't think
back
so.
there.
I
Zeke
don't-
was back there popping.
Bro,
people.
I don't think it's too many running backs that can pick up the block.
That's true.
Like Zeke
That's
Right.
true.
Yeah.
is, man, he's one of the best like running backs at blocking. You know,
Yeah.
that's able to block. So
Like, have y'all seen the size of Zeke's head? He better be able to block.
he got it here,
Yeah,
man.
buddy got a bowling ball.
Man,
Let's talk about the defense. Last year I think we only had 4 or 5 turnovers.
man, the defense was insane. We had 4
It was
turnovers
exciting.
in one game.
We have
Yeah.
4 turnovers in one game.
I was excited to watch them go after the ball. That was,
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
amazing.
That punch was
Yeah.
magnificent from
I ain't
D-Law.
never seen it.
Yeah, and it was cool because like the last Hard Knocks episode, you saw them running that drill. They had the,
Yep.
the glove on, and
Glove,
they was
yep.
punching at the ball, and
I like
it just
the-
goes.
I'm sorry, I didn't cut nobody off. I like the speed that our defense played with. We hadn't played with that kind of speed, not consistently. I mean, we do
Right.
it in spurts when we're doing blitzes or whatever, or maybe early in the game.
Yeah.
And then you see that speed and that aggression kind of dwindle off, late in the game. But they played at a high tempo pretty much for 4
The
quarters.
entire game. Yep.
And so that was good to put that kind of pressure on Brady. They did good with getting some 3-and-out situations.
Right.
They did.
So yeah, they looked a lot better.
And I
I think
also
they have a lot-
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go.
No, go.
I was just saying, I think it has a lot to do with our linebacker core too. Like with Michael back there, like bro, I've never seen a player that's everywhere. Like this dude be everywhere.
on the
Like
field.
he be in wherever the ball is, he's there. He's gonna be where the
Yeah.
ball is, regardless. I don't care. And I mean, the way he's able to just change like what he's doing to go after the ball at the drop of a dime, it's like, man,
Yeah.
like, I feel like he helps our defense a ton. Like,
Hey, while we right there, let me ask y'all this. What y'all think about this? I was reading something on some sports report earlier. They said the defense played 65 snaps, but
Jalen Smith,
LV and Jalen were only in about what
They-
did they say, 23 plays
No,
or something like
no,
that?
no.
They had
It's even less than that.
It wasn't less than that. I was about to say, I know it was a small number.
That's what I was looking for because I was just about to ask.
That's what I was looking for.
I can't remember if I saw 28 or 18, but I know it was a small number.
He was on the field for 16 snaps.
16.
Yeah. Okay.
And Van Der Esch, I think he was like 13.
Yeah. So I was like,
they're saying like we got a nickel package,
a new sheriff and
because because Brady was throwing the ball more. Michael Parsons, he fits that scheme more, as far as defending the pass. But I don't know, bro. He can defend the run too.
You don't want to say to that, Derek?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm just saying. That's what they putting out in the media to make it sound.
The writing is on the wall.
They're making it sound sweet, but it ain't sweet.
That's another person I was surprised that wasn't on this Hard Knocks with Gallup.
Yeah.
I think the writing is on the wall. I think he will not be here within the next year or so. If he's not traded this year.
Yeah, with them picking up Jabril was showing we brought in too many linebackers.
It was too many linebackers from the time. That was the narrative in camp. It was like, there's not gonna be room for LV.
Bro, Dan came. He came with Keanu Neal. He came with who was it? Kazoo or
KZ.
Him. Then we picked up Jabril. I mean, bro, like we got too many talented linebackers right now to just be stuck with y'all.
Well, honestly, KZ is actually a cornerback. He's a nickel corner.
He can
play.
He can play linebacker. It's like
he play linebacker. And then the thing is, just picture this. Neal was a safety.
And he can play linebacker.
They literally said he gained 30 pounds over the offseason. And he still has the speed. I'm like,
to me, Michael Parsons, he built more like a safety that can drop into linebacker. That's the way he looks. I mean, he's not as big as you would expect a linebacker to be. Yeah, I guess that's just my observation, but I don't know.
Yeah,
he looks more like a safety hybrid linebacker.
And D-line, to be honest.
Right. But I feel like with players like Aaron Donald now, like what size is anybody supposed to be?
Exactly.
Like, cause this dude here he's about the size of a linebacker. But
Aaron Donald is
he be throwing these
with cleats on, y'all.
Bro, it's like,
dude, he's Aaron Donald, man, that cat, he got brute strength too, man.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
He bench pressed like 500, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He got brute strength. So, yeah, man, I don't see LVE or Jalen Smith here next year. I think this is it for them.
I'm gonna tell y'all one thing, and I'm gonna let you go, Jamal, after I say it. We gotta get Anthony Brown up out of here.
Bro,
oh man,
what you just said.
How many times have I told y'all that?
We all said
I've been saying it.
We all been saying
that. That brown on brown crime. I mean, brown on brown crime was just at an all-time high Thursday.
Bro, because he got a little chip on his shoulder, like, bro, that chip just stayed.
that didn't work at all, dude.
It was like, what can Brown do for you? Nothing. We can get him out of here.
Now you say, what can Brown do for you? Which one?
I'm
talking about
Antonio Brown.
I'm talking about our Brown.
A lot.
No, he can't do nothing for us.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
and the thing is, honestly, he was making some great tackles, but like, you had to though.
Yeah, I mean, he had to start doing something to redeem his something, but he ain't it, bro.
Tom Brady was picking on that man.
Bro. He was picking on that man. He had his number.
Smiling at him.
He probably winked at him.
Smiling at him. Hey, what y'all think about Diggs though?
Diggs look good to me.
I forgot Mike Evans up.
I forgot Mike Evans was even playing, yo. Like, for real.
Bro, Mike Evans had 3 targets.
It was 3 targets.
1 reception. Yep. That was it. He locked him up.
And it was for like what, 10 yards?
10, yeah. 10.
No, Brady caught him on a slant, and
he didn't go far either.
Nope. He probably got about 5 to 7 yards on the slant. But
I also think, and y'all can tell me y'all opinion on it too. I also think Diggs will be a turnover maestro this year. Last year he was always in the place to be there, he just wasn't. Just wasn't there fast enough.
Yeah, he's probably he probably has the most potential to be like our ball hawk, Richard Sherman type of, Jalen Ramsey type of cat. As long as he keeps at what he is, because he plays the ball. I can tell.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we should also switch out Anthony Brown with like Canada or Boss Man Fat Nation, right? We have depth. We can't get any worse.
Nope.
Right.
Might as well try.
So
they definitely,
let's try it.
Might as well try.
They should
That's
start that. Yeah, they should start implementing those other guys into the game plan. Like this week, that should have been on the list. Like, because I mean, it's obvious when they look at film and they go back and look at all them plays that he got cooked on, man. Like, they got to do something.
They got to do something.
Yeah.
But I think all in all, I think we're going to be a solid team. I don't want to crown us yet because what can go wrong will go wrong. But I was very, and we don't do moral victories over here. We don't do all of that. However, I was very impressed with what I seen with Dak throwing 403 with 3 TDs. It was 3 or 4. No, it was 3 TDs, right?
Yeah, man.
I think it was 3.
It's no moral victories, and to me, Dak outplayed Tom Brady. Point blank.
I think so.
He did. He threw for 403. Brady threw for 379.
Brady just had the ball at the right time.
At the right time.
And like we were saying, whoever had the ball last was probably gonna seal the deal, and that's what happened.
It was a chess match between them.
It was. It was, and I think
I'm just happy we didn't lose like Green Bay.
Whew.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they like I said, I'm not with the moral victory thing, but I mean, with everybody picked us to lose that game by at least 2 touchdowns.
They said the spread was 9.5, so that's 10 points basically.
10 points.
Yeah.
So my thing is, and we only lost by 2. Come on, dog.
Yeah.
Right.
And we almost won the game.
4. We gave 4 away.
7. It was
we gave 7 away.
Which we gave another field.
Yeah. He missed 2 field goals and an extra point. That's 7 points. Yep. Between that, the penalty we got hosed on, the drop pass.
I'm about to say we're not. That's what I was just about to say. We're not going to even get into that. It's too late at this point. But that no call offensive pass interference really juiced us.
It really did.
It shouldn't, and that really it shouldn't have gotten to that point. That shouldn't have even mattered with the missed points that we had and the missed opportunities. We shouldn't have even been in that situation.
That is true.
But it is what it is.
At the same time, that should have been a call because the year before at the Rams, Gallup got called for the same exact thing that Godwin didn't get called for. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Moving on.
But yeah, man, this has been Go ahead.
No, I was just saying they just got to take it on the chin and keep moving. I think I give us 10 or 11 wins this year.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I think we at least win 1 playoff game this year. At least 1. If not, go to the NFC Championship. But like I said, I don't want to crown ourselves yet. But I do believe we will be in the playoffs, and I do believe we'll at least get 1 playoff win this year. With that being said, once we get to that point and we do get a playoff win, I'm probably going to be up there. I'm probably going to go crazy, to be honest with you. I'm going to talk a lot of smack and to be disappointed.
I'm going to be gone.
But we will see when we get there. Any other thoughts before we close this out, man?
Nope, it's been fun.
Not that we can't save to next time.
Yeah.
And I want to say this: how about them Cowboys? You know what I'm talking about?
Know it.
Right.
Let's go.
I want to thank each and every one of y'all coming on the show for me. Again, this is Derek, this is Julian, this is Jamal, and I am Davian, and this has been another episode of the Nosebleeds podcast season 2. Look out for us on YouTube. All your podcast sites, look out for us and we'll be there. We'll holler at y'all later. And hopefully I have some people with us too. We're gonna be switching stuff out, and we're just gonna have fun with it. Y'all be safe. Love y'all, man.
All right.
Peace.
Let's go. Have a good one.